Hi. So it's been a difficult week waiting for this day, today. No, so it is a relief to be able to actually go today for my PET scan. Like I said in the last video, I was not expecting to be going to anything like this. I was feeling good, I'm feeling good. My CT scans, I mean, relatively, I did have an episode like a month ago I'll talk about, but overall, I mean, I wouldn't be expecting to be going to do something like a PET scan today. So, yeah, I'm just, anyway. So, yes, I wanted to talk about, here is my instructions. So when you do a PET scan, it's like you have to, you have to follow these instructions, which is what I'll do. It'll take about 2 hours, and you have to fast for 6 hours prior, but I've actually not had anything since last night. You can have a couple glasses of water, which is what I've had. You can't have any green tea or caffeine or anything like that the day before. You also have to eat a low-carb diet the day before, 24 hours before, which I also did. So last night I had some eggs, 2 eggs and Parmesan cheese, and also weirdly some tofu, kale, and cherry tomatoes. So and some olive oil with some turmeric. And that's a meal actually that I ate all the time during chemo and when I was not feeling well, when I was very sick. So especially during chemo. So, all right. Well, I just wanted to let you know and include you on my trip now today to go to get a PET scan. And I'm going to take you along with me like we did for the CT scan. So, yeah. That's it. That's today. And I'll tell you more about the PET scan also. But today we're going to go and take a trip with me to, maybe we'll get to see more of Santa Fe, hopefully. Well, actually Wednesday's trip, I know that we will see a little bit more. But today I'm not sure. So I can't quite remember. It was a long time ago when I went last, let's see, it was in a year and a half ago. I went for a PET scan. I weighed 89 pounds. I mean, I was so sick. I was so much pain. It was ridiculous. I was in ridiculous amounts of pain. So this will be a totally different experience. This is actually like, when I went, I was so sick. I knew I was dying. No doubt about it. Now it's like, I feel well, my hair is back, I'm feeling good. So for the doctor to say to me, I need to go get a PET scan, it's like, what? So I'm really happy you're here with me. So, all right, let's go to the next step. I actually have today a ride with Uber through my insurance, so that's great. And so we'll be going on that ride today. You'll be going with me. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Hi.
Oh, bless you.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. Gesundheit.
Mommy's gonna be right back. Mommy, be right back. Okay? You stay with Bella. The PET scan machine is outside. Here's where I go to get it done. They drive up 2 times a week from Albuquerque, and they go to other locations as well in northern New Mexico. It's just amazing.
Okay, let me show you where I'm at.
Okay, thank you. All right.
We're registered.
Okay, thank you very much.
Joey? Afternoon, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
My name's Edward. I'm going to take you back to your PET scan.
Okay, thank you.
First off, I'm going to give you a PET scan before?
Yes, a year and a half ago, I was super sick.
Oh, yeah.
I weighed like 90 pounds. I barely remember. I was so sick.
Yeah?
And then I had like a lot of chemo and everything. I'm doing well. And then now I guess a little bit of something. So medicine works though. So I do remember doing it, but it's very surreal.
Anything to eat or drink today?
No, not at all. Oh, I had a little bit of water today.
Water's fine.
Yeah.
Water's fine.
Okay, right.
We'll go for a little ride.
Yeah, I remember. Oh my gosh, I was so weak. I couldn't even stand. I was crazy.
Really?
I was crazy. All these things, all the way I got sick. So this time, if I'm sick, I'm a little sick comparatively.
Yeah, comparatively, yeah.
So, and I did really well through all the chemo and everything, so all my organs were calm. So if I am a little sick and it's the worst case thing, I'll still make it. I know what it's like before.
I think right over there, I'll be on with you.
The beginning of the PET scan is in this little room. They check vitals and give me an IV of radioactive sugar. I'm then left to wait quietly for 40 minutes. Next, I went into the second part of the mobile unit, which contained the PET scan machine. I'm sorry I don't have an actual picture of mine, but this is a picture of a PET scan machine, and I couldn't find a picture of somebody laying down properly in the machines. The machine, you lay down and you put your arms above your head in this particular machine, and you lay there with your arms above your head, and they roll me through a couple of times. They stop along the way. It's relatively quiet. It's different than an MRI. It's semi-similar to a CT scan, although there are some differences, like your hands are over your head, and the way that they do the scans is a little bit different. One of the series I did do some holding of my breath while they scanned me through. So they scanned my neck, my chest, my stomach, and my pelvis, and it took about 20 minutes. So next is my doctor's visit with Dr. Teague to get my results. I'm sorry, I was nervous and not feeling so great, so I didn't record this meeting. But the meeting went like this. We reviewed my PET scan. The image showing isn't my PET scan, although that would be cool to use sometime. I'll have to figure out how to get a copy. This picture shows a PET scan of an abdomen. The test is measured with color values to the levels of cell activity by eating the sugar of the test. So how actively the cancer is eating the sugar is how, if there's cancer eating the sugar, is what's recorded in the levels of color. And via this test, they can see if someone has active cancer, the level of activity, and where the active cancer may be. So yes, I have active cancer again in my chest area. It is a relapse of follicular lymphoma. Unfortunately, I'm resistant to the maintenance immunotherapy treatment Rituxan. This means that the drug which was previously effective in controlling my cancer is no longer working. But it did not, thank goodness, transform into aggressive B-cell lymphoma, which can happen. Still, treatment could be the same, chemo. Dr. Teague explained there were two ways she could treat me, with a new immunotherapy IV treatment of obinutuzumab and a cancer drug I'd take as a pill at home, or OCHOP, which is a different chemotherapy treatment than I had last time, and includes chemo and prednisone and obinutuzumab, the immunotherapy. Dr. Teague wanted to consult a few doctor friends of hers. She had a meeting later today, and she'd call me on the decision for treatment. I'd begin in a few days replacing my Rituxan therapy with the new one that they'd come up with today. And I went home and anxiously waited and waited and waited and waited and waited for her call. And finally I got the call, and Dr. Teague let me know that happily all doctors agreed I could do the immunotherapy treatment with the cancer drug as my second line of treatment. The relief I felt was immense. The cancer drug is called, as a pill, it is called lenalidomide, and I take it at home for 21 days and then off a week for a year. And I also take IVs of abinamuzumab, and I take it for 3 weeks, and then I'm off a week, and then I take it once a month for 5 months, and then once every other month for 2 years. So it's a long haul. But as of now, it's not a chemo, it's a chemo-like drug, but it's not a chemo IV treatment. So I'll be doing the immunotherapy treatment and this new cancer drug. So I've only been doing IVs so far, and my arms, the veins are finished being poked. They're really not doing well, and it's very difficult for me to get treatments, and the blood draws are too difficult too. So I have to get a port before my treatment. And so that's what I'm going to be doing next, is I need to go get a port. And I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for you watching and for your support, and thank you for going with me today and in the future to get a port. So I'll see you next video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video.